Welcome to the National Catholic College Admission Association College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but will be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Beverly, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so please be sure to check out the schedule on the website. Please also note that there's additional programming on April 7th and on April 24th, and you can sign up for that where you signed up for this program. This presentation is being recorded and it will be available at strivescan.com/NCCAA-LA. Again, that's strivescan.com/NCCAA-LA. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, DYouville University.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Jake, and I am an admissions counselor here at DYouville University. I'll go over what our school is about, the type of programs we have, and what else we have to offer. So just a little bit about us. We are located in Buffalo, New York. So for those of you who don't know where that is, it's about a 6-hour drive from New York City, 2 hours from Toronto, Canada. We are 30 minutes from Niagara Falls, one of the 7 wonders of the world. And our campus is actually only a 5-minute drive to the border with Canada. So we're right in the Great Lakes region of Western New York. It's a fantastic city. We are known as a city of good neighbors, and it's a great place to go to school. Who we are as a school, we are a small private Catholic university here in Buffalo. We have approximately 3,000 students, and a little bit over half are undergraduate students. 15% of those students are international students, and we have students coming in from all over the world. So it's a really diverse community from both people from outside of the Buffalo area and from the diversity we have within the Buffalo community. We are known for our service learning approach to our curriculum. So there's a lot of volunteer opportunities, both within the Buffalo area, nationally and overseas as well. And we really try to integrate giving back to the community within our curriculum, with community engagement, and so forth. Another thing that really distinguishes DYouville apart from other universities is that, and I'll talk about this in a second with the different programs we offer here at DYouville, is that interprofessional education is key to what we offer at DYouville. We are kind of a healthcare oriented institution. So there is a lot of simulation learning, peer mentorship, holistic patient care, and we have brand new renovated facilities, one of them being a health professions hub, which is kind of like a smaller version of a teaching hospital on a very small campus. So it's not quite as big as a teaching hospital, but it kind of serves that similar function. And we are the #1 private ranked university for private schools in Western New York. And another thing is when you go to DYouville, you learn from professors and only professors. We have no teaching assistants or grad assistants teaching our classes. So you're really learning from the experts. These are the different programs we offer at DYouville. As I said before, healthcare is our bread and butter. So our most popular programs will be nursing, chiropractic, physical therapy, our nutrition program, as well as our pre-farm to PharmD program. But we also have liberal arts classes, science classes, business classes as well. So if there's a major you're interested in, there's most likely something that fits what you're interested in here at DYouville. We're also known for our combined degree and dual degree programs. So in a lot of our healthcare programs and in our business programs, you can earn both a bachelor's or a master's and doctorate degree at the same time or in a shorter amount of time than if you were to do them separately. We are a Division II school. So if you see a sport on the screen right now that you are interested in, we may have a spot for you after the presentation ends. Feel free to reach out to me and I could get you connected with a coach. We recently became D2, so it's becoming a bigger and bigger thing on our campus community. And with being D2 as well, we might have some scholarship money for you as well. Here at DYouville, we try to make the application process as straightforward as possible. And it may vary slightly depending on the program you're going into and what you're trying to do afterwards, but this is kind of the overview of it. We have a free application online. All we need are copies of your high school transcript evaluation, depending on where you're coming in from. And then also with that, test scores from TOEFL, IELTS, or Duolingo. And then if you're interested in one of our graduate programs, the requirements for that vary as well. So if you have a program that you want to go into, such as PharmD or the physician assistant program, just reach out to me afterwards and I'll give you a brief rundown of what that's all about. We do offer merit scholarships for our undergraduate programs, and this is based off of your high school GPA. And we give a lot of scholarships out, and this is given to you right when you apply, in addition to anything else you get from the institution. And this merit scholarship, depending on what your high school average is, can cover up to half of your tuition costs. So it's a great way to reduce costs to schools, since we know many of you concerned about that, so we try to help as many as you can. And these scholarships last for the duration of your undergraduate career. So it can last 3 to 5 years, depending on what program you're going into. I know we were really brief on time, and I know some of you might have questions later. Try to be as quick as possible, but again, this is my contact information on the screen. So if you want to reach out to me, there's my email, phone number, as well as the email for our office. And if you want to follow us on social media, we highly encourage you to. So thank you for listening to me, and let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you. Next is St. Mary's University.
Alrighty, thank you everyone for your time and for joining us this evening. My name is Pedro Garza. I am the Associate Director of Admissions at St. Mary's University, located in San Antonio, Texas, one of the 7th largest city in the nation, and the 2nd largest city in the state of Texas, with a rich culture, lots of going on with Texas Pride, as well as the San Antonio Spurs, the Riverwalk, lots of sites to be seen, family events, and things to do for everybody. And so we're very proud of our city and the culture that it brings to everybody. But a little bit about St. Mary's. We are a 4-year Catholic Marianist institution, one of 3 within the nation. We are, of course, a liberal arts college. We are the first Catholic university in the state of Texas and the southwestern United States. And we have only moved locations once, in which we moved to our current location, in which the city has really sprouted up around us. We are located within a neighborhood, so as opposed to being in an urban area and being within the downtown area, we are located within a community in which the community is very invested in our success and the growth of the institution. We are also a Hispanic serving institution, which I believe very much reflects the serving of the population within the state of Texas, but then also the growing changes within our community. Our total enrollment is about 3,500 with an undergraduate enrollment of 2,300. Since we are a Marianist institution, we try to include those Marianist characteristics within our education, using the 5 characteristics of formation and faith, family spirit, service, justice, peace, and integrity of creation, and then integral quality education, and adaptation and change. And so formation and faith, like I said, we are a Marianist institution. We have Marianist brothers and sisters and priests that live within our community. And while we are a Catholic institution, we are not restrictive to the students that we accept. Everyone is allowed, but we do offer different services for those who would like to partake with them, whether it be prayer or mass or student organizations, just to kind of open that dialogue with everyone else. With the family spirit, there is, like I said, within the community, and so we try to promote that. We do host during Fiesta, which is a big festival in the San Antonio area. a festival called Oyster Break, which is to help raise money for scholarships for our students. But if you look in the picture to the right, that's actually the president of our university enjoying within the festival with our students. And so we are very proud of the traditions and events that we're able to put on. They do also offer a mini oyster bake for our students specifically and our alumni. And so it's a great time too, where they bring in bands and they have food. Chicken on a stick is definitely a great a crowd pleaser on our campus. And so definitely a lot of great opportunities, not only for the university to be participating, but also for the community to participate in as well. We also hold our tree lighting, of course, which did take a small break during the COVID season, but we've been able to do some more of the activities like we used to, like our tree lighting, homecoming with our golf cart trail and whatnot. So service, justice, and peace. We try to serve the community through the different programs that we offer, whether it is out in the community or putting on 5Ks to raise money for different organizations and different things, just to make sure that we are not just secluding ourselves within the community. Integral quality education. Our average class size is about 16. Our student faculty ratio is 11:1. We are also a Division II school with 11 NCAA sports, ranging from basketball, golf, tennis, men's soccer, women's soccer, softball. There is a list on our website, and we do have a form for students who are interested in participating to fill out so that they can get in contact with our coaches. So if you are interested in playing sports at St. Mary's, please feel free to go to our website and fill out that form. And then 94% of our professors do hold a degree. We do have 3 academic colleges, the first one being the School of Science and Engineering, with a small list of our majors. Within each major, we do also have more focuses that you can concentrate on. So if you have questions, you don't see the major that you're looking for, you can definitely go to our website and see what else is available. Our second college is Arts Humanities. And then the final college is our Greehey School of Business, which is AACSB accredited. We do require all students living outside of San Antonio area to live on campus for 2 years. As you become an upperclassman, you do get a little bit more amenities. As you see in the bottom left, the student, one of the residence halls does have a swimming pool, which is for upperclassmen. So, but like I said, if you're coming from outside San Antonio, you would be required to live on campus. We do accept 4 different applications, and all we require is your high school transcript. We are a test-free institution, so we do not require anything else. We will just need your application, high school transcript, and any optional documents. If you have any questions about the scholarship, we do offer scholarships, both academic and need-based, which you can find through our website, and it does run parallel to the admission process. You can scan that QR code to sign up for more information. And then finally, if you have any questions, you can feel free to contact me. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate you being here, and I will be here at the end if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is the University of San Francisco.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jason Updike, and I'm the Senior Director of International Admission at the University of San Francisco. And I just want to start off and thank you for taking the time to come and learn more about USF and the other universities in this group. I only have about 6 minutes to tell you all about USF, so I think I'll use my limited time to just highlight a few of the things that we feel distinguish USF from other universities that you may be considering. And then I'll briefly go over our admission requirements and fees. So the first thing that distinguishes USF is our identity as a Jesuit university. And this is important to know because our Jesuit values will really define the type of education that you'll receive at USF. So as a Jesuit university, we're deeply committed to social justice and service to others, which we know is important to many people in this world right now. And so our mission at USF is not only to provide our students with a rigorous world-class education, but it's really to develop a, the next generation of future leaders who are, committed to helping us make the world a more just and humane place for others. The second thing that distinguishes USF is our student body, which is tied for being the most diverse student body in the United States. So when you look at the breakdown here on this slide, you can see that no single group at USF makes up more than 27% of our student body, and nearly a quarter of our students identify as Hispanic or Latino. So when we talk about diversity at USF, we don't just mean ethnic diversity. We're also geographically diverse, religiously diverse, and socioeconomically diverse. Okay. One important group that contributes to that diversity at USF is our international students, and they make up about 13% of our total student body. It's down a little bit right now because of COVID, but in a typical year, it would be somewhere between 10 to 15% international. And our international students come from around 100 different countries. So you'll find a really diverse group of international students at USF as well. Before I get that in, so another thing that really distinguishes USF is obviously is our location in San Francisco. And our campus is right in the center of San Francisco. We're about 15 minutes from downtown and about 45 minutes from the greater Silicon Valley. So our students have year-round access to jobs and internships in one of the most innovative and dynamic economies in the world. So at USF, we have a really dedicated career services office that works with our students throughout their 4 years, to help and make sure that you're developing your interviewing and your networking skills so that you're prepared to land meaningful internships and your first job after you graduate from university. In terms of academics, the university is divided into 5 colleges. For undergraduate students, you would be choosing from the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Nursing and Health Professions, and our School of Management for your first degree. We don't have time to go through all these different majors, of course, but you can scan this QR code here and it'll take you to our website and you can see the list of, we have about 45 majors offered at USF. The ones that are most popular with our international students would include biology, communication and media studies, computer science, data science, engineering, international studies, psychology, of course. And then nursing is our most competitive program. And then we have 8 different majors in our School of Management. The 3 that are most popular would be entrepreneurship, finance, and marketing. In order to be considered for admission to USF, you just need to submit the common application and a high school transcript. We are test optional. We were test optional before COVID, actually. So you have a choice whether you want to submit your SAT or ACT scores. And then a letter of recommendation is also optional. So you can submit up to 3 letters of recommendation if you want, but it's not required. Okay. The deadline to apply for admission for early action and early decision, we offer both, is November 1. The final deadline would be January 15th for regular decision. And for the current admission cycle for the class that we just admitted, our average GPA for admitted students was a 3.72. And the average SAT score for students who chose to submit their scores was 1310. Which is roughly about the same as what it was for our overall applicant pool as well. If you are an international student, you're also required to submit a certification of finances that verifies your family's ability to pay for your first year of university. You need to submit an English proficiency score, but that can be waived under a range of different circumstances, and then a copy of your passport photo page. Okay. For the upcoming school year, the estimated cost is about $81,000 US. This includes tuition and fees, on-campus housing and meals, health insurance, books, and miscellaneous expenses. Everyone who is accepted to USF is considered for scholarships that go up to $27,000 per year. And then US citizens and permanent residents can also apply for need-based financial aid to help reduce the cost of attendance. In addition to scholarships, we also award up to 1 year of credit for AP, IB, higher level, and A-level exams. So you can get credit for those to help you graduate early, 1 or 2 semesters early, depending on your major, and that can help you save a significant amount off the tail end of your education. Okay. Finally, this is just our contact information. You can scan this code and register for some of our online events, and you can contact us if you have any other questions. All right. And thanks everyone for your attention, and I will pass it on to the next presenter.
Thank you. Next up is St. Leo University.
All right, hello. Sorry, hello everyone. My name is Mateus. I'm one of the assistant directors for international admissions at St. Leo University. I'll talk a bit more about St. Leo as a whole. The university here is, we are located in Florida, so we're just near Tampa, the Tampa Bay area. We are just about 20 minutes from Tampa, so very close to the beach. We have just around 2,300 students in our campus, so we're a smaller Catholic university. St. Leo is constantly ranked amongst the US News and World Report. As you can see, St. Leo has received accolades for academic programs to ranking number 6 for ethnic diversity. And mostly St. Leo increased our rankings within a few different top categories, including best regional universities, best regional university for veterans, and the best value university. So we really try and make the university, the college experience, as affordable to our students as we can. And cool thing is we also ranked constantly high amongst the best colleges to live in the US. So that's pretty cool too. Like I said earlier, we do have over 2,300 students on our campus. Our class size is between 20 to 25 students per classroom. So we do pride ourselves in being a school where you can have more of that personal relationship with the different professors. You can have a closer relationship to build your network for when you graduate, of course. We have over 825 students that are international. That includes not just undergraduate students, but also graduate students. Our overall international student population is over 20% of our population here on the main campus. So we do have a very large population of international students. Fun fact, I was actually an international student here at St. Leo. I'm originally from Brazil. So it's always great to see our number of international students growing. We have over 100 different countries represented here, students from everywhere. Especially from Latin America and the Caribbean, is 2 of our largest populations too. And we do have students from all over the United States. Over 45 different states are represented here in our main campus. A little bit more about our campus experience. We do have a lot of different clubs and honor societies that students can participate in. Some of the really cool ones that I like to include when I talk about St. Leo is we have an esports team. So aside from our NCAA teams, we do have an esports teams that compete against different schools for gaming. So students who are interested in joining that, they also have the opportunity to be part of the team for playing video games. So that's something that's really cool. That's somewhat new. We have a esports arena here on campus. But aside from that, we also have athletics. We're a Division II school. We have I believe now 24, it says 23 days, but we have now 24 different NCAA Division II athletics teams. So that would include swimming, soccer, baseball, basketball. So a little bit of everything, really. All of our games are here on campus, so all the students get to go for free. You have the opportunity to watch all the games. Sometimes they do fun things, such as having a whiteout game where everybody wears white shirts. You actually get a free white shirt as you walk into the game. So it's always very interactive. We do have off-campus trips too, is something that we offer for our students, especially international students who don't have a car on their first year here or on the first few years. We do offer off-campus trips to Walmart, supermarkets, movie theaters. We also do, since we're pretty close to Disney, Busch Gardens, and some of the major theme parks, we do offer rides to those parks as well. A lot of the time, St. Lee will pay for a big portion of your ticket as well. So really fun stuff here on campus. And we also do have ROTC through the Army and Air Force for students who are interested in doing that. These are all of our bachelor's degree that we offer here on campus. We also do offer master's degrees for students who are interested later on. Some of the more popular majors here, especially for international students, is within computer science. We do have computer science, cybersecurity, computer information systems, as well as a lot of different business degrees. So anything from accounting to economics, marketing, multimedia management, a lot of the different things within the business world is all offered here. St. Leo also has two pretty strong majors within the criminal justice. We have criminalistics and a homeland security program, as well as a big education college here where we have students for all different rankings within the education system. We do have a couple different degrees that do require some additional qualifications. We have the accelerated degree programs where you can do your bachelor's in 3 years and your master's in 1 year. So we have that for both management and marketing, where you can get your bachelor's and then your MBA degree on that 4th year. And we also have that with computer science and cybersecurity. So you can get your bachelor's in 3 years and your master's of science in cybersecurity, or your master's of science in computer science in 1 year as well. We do have the 3+3 accelerated degree, which is for students who are interested in getting into law school. We have partnerships with a few different universities here in Florida, including FSU and Barry University in Miami, for the students to be able to complete 3 years in your bachelor's, and they're able to get into their 3 more years within law school. You can contact me later on for more information on that. We do have a lot of different scholarships for our students that are coming in. You can get up to $14,000 in academic merit scholarship. The application process is very simple. You can go on our website, stleo.edu, and get more information there. If you guys connect with us, so you can just hover your phone over the picture there, you'll be able to contact our website. Thanks for having me, and I'll pass it on to the next presenter there.
Thank you. Next up is St. Louis University.
Thank you so much. All right, let me get started and share my screen. All right, perfect. So I am Stephanie Dugo. I am one of the assistant directors of admission here at St. Louis University. And we're absolutely thrilled that you are joining us this evening. St. Louis University is a medium-sized Catholic Jesuit school. We are located both in St. Louis, Missouri, as well as in Madrid, Spain. So we are a medium-sized school. So we have a total enrollment just over 12,000, about 12,500. Undergraduates is just over 8,000. However, our average class size is 26 and our student to faculty ratio is 9:1. We do have students from all 50 states in about 80 different countries. I would say about 67% of our students are from outside the state of Missouri, and about 8% of our students represent the international population. So we do have a very good representation here on our campus, both in St. Louis as well as in Madrid. The one thing to note is that you can actually go to either campus for all 4 years. Our Madrid campus does offer about 15 different degree programs. We are the second oldest Jesuit school. We were founded in 1818. And we will talk a little bit more about the Jesuits now. So as my colleague mentioned at USF, being a Jesuit school is really a particular philosophy of education, educating that whole person, mind, body, and spirit, being a person for others, academic excellence, and social justice. And so one of the examples of the way that St. Louis University lives out its Jesuit mission is really being that men and women for and with others. So we contributed over 1.98 million hours in community service, and we are actually recognized for the #2 school for community service and engagement. We're also #4 for making an impact. So those are some of the ways that we live out that mission that we are very, very proud of. Now, of course, as a Jesuit school, we are considered a home to all faiths, and so we do celebrate all of those. Academically speaking, we have 11 colleges and nearly 100 different undergraduate majors for you to choose from. All of our programs are direct entry, meaning if you wanted neuroscience or aerospace engineering, you can go directly into those programs. You can also start still deciding in any of the colleges. Some of the programs that are what we call direct entry only is our 6-year physical therapy, a 6-year doctorate of physical therapy, our biology program, are some of our, our PT, our 5-year Masters of Occupational Therapy, and our 4-year Bachelor's of Science in Nursing are the direct entry only. So you do have to apply by December 1st. But some of our popular majors, just to give you an idea, would be our aerospace engineering, aviation, physical therapy, biology, accounting, nursing, flight science, and communication. In addition to that, we do have a lot of opportunities for hands-on experience. We are a Division I doctoral extensive high research activity institution. So all of our students do have that opportunity to do research or internships and get that hands-on experience. In addition to that, we are Division I athletics. So there are tons of things to do outside of the classroom here at SLU. So we are Division I athletics. We have 18 different Division I sports. You actually get to go to all of the Division I sports for free. You just swipe your ID and go. So it makes it very easy to cheer on the Billikens. We do have about 30 club sports and about 50 intramural programs and over 150 different student organizations. So we do have both sororities and fraternities. And I would say about 20 to 25% of our students do participate in Greek life. Now, as I was saying, our main campus is located right in the city of St. Louis, which I kind of refer to as a hidden gem. We are located in Midtown St. Louis, which is the theater arts district of the city of St. Louis. It is home to our School of Medicine. We have our hospital and a children's hospital on our campus. And this is the main location where all of our students do reside. So we do require that both of our first year and sophomore students do live on campus. In addition, as I was saying, we do have that second campus in Madrid, Spain. So you can go there for all 4 years if you want. We were actually the first American university in Europe that was a degree granting institution. And so we do offer 15 different programs there. Of course, all of your classes transfer, all of your scholarship and financial aid go with you. In addition, all of our majors have the flexibility to study abroad at Madrid. We do have 45 different SLU approved programs, so you can really go anywhere that you want. Let's talk a little bit about this application process, right? So there are 3 decisions you have to make when applying to SLU. We do have early decision, early action, and regular decision. So our early decision deadline is November 1st, and that is binding. Early action is December 1st, and that is non-binding. And then regular decision is by April 1st. We are still accepting applications. So if you are a senior, we'd love to see you apply. You can apply via the Common App or SLU app. We are completely test optional this year, so you can be considered for admission and scholarship. You'll have to submit your official transcript. You will have to have it translated to English. You will have to demonstrate an English proficiency. And so you can demonstrate it through any of those, including Duolingo and web-based version. Of course, you can be considered for admission and scholarship. So any of our specialty scholar programs, all of that. I just want to make sure I highlight a few of our merit-based scholarships. So you're automatically considered ranging from about $4,000 to about $25,000. There are 2 other scholarships you can apply for separately: our presidential, which is our full tuition scholarship, and then our Martin Luther King Jr. scholarship, which combines with the other scholarships that you have. We do encourage you there are many different virtual visits. Of course, we'd love to have you come visit campus, but I will make sure to answer any questions in the Q&A. And if you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to international@slu.edu.
Thank you so much. Next up is St. John's University.
Hello, everyone. Going to share my screen here. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Last but not least, St. John's University. So St. John's University is a large Catholic university located in the city of New York. This picture that you're seeing right here is the front entrance of our campus. And for most people, that's not what you think of when you think of New York City. And that's because we are located in the ideal part of New York City in a fantastic area called Queens. So to have you get to know St. John's University a little bit, it really comes down to 4 core values of the university. First of all, we're very proud of our Catholic heritage and of being the 2nd largest Catholic university in the United States. More specifically, we're really proud of being one of the very few Vincentian universities in the United States. And our Vincentian mission really shines through in everything that we do, including campus culture and classroom work. We strive to make you a better person, to to use your education to make the world a better place and to really be of service to others. There are a lot of volunteer and community service activities on campus. Number 3, metropolitan. Like I already mentioned, we are located in New York, and we have been in New York for over 150 years. So we are a definitely proud New York school, and we're really proud to be number 4, global. We have campuses abroad. We have a huge number of students who internationalize their experience by studying abroad. And our student body is ultra diverse, coming from all faiths, all backgrounds, all over the world. So it's quite a dynamic environment to be in. Speaking of dynamic environments, just to let you know where we're located, when we think of New York City, we think of Manhattan, the big island with the concrete jungle, but our main campus is actually located here on the eastern end of New York, toward the end of the subway line in Queens. And so this is the best of both worlds. It means that you have a traditional American university campus with green space, buildings, and everything, but with immediate access to New York. You do not need a car. You have a very short walk to the train that can bring you to Manhattan, to Brooklyn, to really explore what is one of the greatest cities in the world. As I mentioned before, we also are very proud of our campus in Rome and Paris, and our partner university in Limerick, Ireland. We have about 17,000 students. Like I mentioned, we come from everywhere, almost every state, 123 different countries. Despite being such a big university, the average class size is pretty small, about 17 students. We are a Division I school, so we have 17 great sports teams. The basketball definitely attracts the most attention, and so we love our teams, and it's definitely part of our culture. There's no shortage of ways to get involved on campus. And the picture in the background, the beautiful picture, you can really see kind of where we're located. That we're in Queens, but you can see Manhattan out there in the distance in the background. Being such a large university, we have over 100 different majors to choose from, divided into 5 divisions: education, business, professional studies, liberal arts, and science. So really popular majors are biomedical sciences and biology. Also, our business majors are second to none. Our business school is a very hardworking entity within St. John's University. And I say that in terms of career opportunities and providing really great experiences for our business students. Thousands of students live on campus. That's a little picture of the area of campus we call the Residence Village. Again, I want to emphasize our campus is connected to a greater urban area. So a 2-minute walk from that building and you're already looking at dozens of different restaurants and shops. You can walk 15 minutes and you're already at the train, and the world is your oyster. We're really proud of our outcomes. St. John's University does a terrific job of connecting students to professional experiences, internships, or just getting the student prepared for jobs. We have connections with dozens, not dozens, like hundreds of organizations and businesses across New York City. So no matter what you're majoring in, St. John's University's Career Services Department really helps. A little bit about applying. Applying is simple, Common App, of course, or directly through St. John's. We are test optional for this year. So that's a great thing. And we have rolling admissions. So we are still accepting applications for this coming fall. Scholarships are really important. So St. John's University's largest scholarship is the Merit Scholarship. No extra application is needed. And that can cover a significant portion of the tuition, which is about $46,000. We also have additional scholarships that can be applied to, like the Ozanam Scholars Program, which would give you an additional $10,000. So applying to multiple scholarships is definitely the way to go to reduce the total cost. So that was St. John's University in a nutshell, and we'll continue on with the final part of our program.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap things up with a brief Q&A. So first, I'd like our presenters to answer, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
So one piece of advice that I always try to tell students, especially students coming in from high school, is don't let the fear of not getting into a certain school prevent you from applying. You won't know if you get into a certain school or not until you actually apply. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there, make yourself a little bit uncomfortable and just put your name out there, because you never know, you might end up with that nice scholarship that you apply for or get into the school you always wanted. You never know unless you put yourself out there.
I would say for me, it would be to expand your scholarship search and not just restricted to your institution. There's so many organizations and philanthropies out there giving away free money, and being able to apply for those and use that towards your higher education is definitely a big help, I know, for a lot of people. And so I know sometimes we just expect them to fall in our lap, but there's a lot of search engines out there that you can utilize to assist in financing your education.
I would say explore all your different options. I know a lot of the time students are usually have their mind set in a specific institution they've been looking for, but there's always so many different options out there that may even be a better fit. You don't always have to go to that one school that everybody's going. There's always different options. So it's always good to explore what's out there for you.
My piece of advice is really to think hard about what's important to you in terms of size, location, mission of the university, because there are so many great options out there and it's really hard to decide. And so it are things like class size, number of students, location, whether all these different opportunities around the university will help you really narrow down your search and make it a much more manageable list of schools to choose from.
Awesome. My piece of advice is not to rule any institution out by the cost or the sticker price that you see originally. I would make sure to work with your admission counselor and make sure you apply for all those scholarships, as my colleague said, but you won't truly know the cost of the institution until you go through that process, till you go through the financing process at an institution, even for our international students. So don't rule anyone out just yet when you're in that process.
And my piece of advice is just start early, really do your research and visit campus if you can. I realize, that's coming from somewhere else, it's hard to visit campus, but many of us have provided the second best thing, which are virtual tours. Also try to connect with, try to take advantage of everything that we offer to help you make your decision, including any opportunities you have to connect with current students. Whether it's like a chat system or some sort of special student panel event, attend those, and that's going to help you to really solidify which universities you feel the most connection to.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We also encourage you to sign up for more sessions, check this back to the schedule and see what's available. Again, as I mentioned earlier, there are additional sessions on April 7th and on April 24th, and you can sign up for those at the same place that you signed up for this program. You'll also be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/NCCAA-LA. Again, that's strivescan.com/NCCAA-LA. Thank you so much.